The Chechen Republic of the Russian Federation, also known as Chechnya, is one of the many republics within Russia that has, in the last 20 years, demonstrated special resistance to Moscow's ruling. Chechnya is located in southern Russia, on the Caucasus region. Today, Chechnya has a population of approximately 1 million inhabitants, almost all of them of the ethnic minority that gives the region's name, the Chechens. Due to its proximity to the Middle East and influence from the late Ottoman Empire, Chechnya is largely Islamic, and as many countries in the Caucasus, it also has oil reserves that attract major interest from Russia. Chechnya has been historically oppressed by the Russian core, especially during the times of the Soviet Union, in which the region at one point allegedly sympathized and even supported the Nazis, resulting in the forced exile of the entire Chechen population to the deserts of Kazakhstan and fulminating in a deep hatred that still persists today. This rivalry remains so clear that even after the fall of the Soviet Union, Chechnya refused to become part of the Russian Federation and started to fight for its own independence. In response to this turmoil, in 1994, Russia sent around 40,000 troops to the region, successfully capturing the capital, Grozny, in February of the following year. This conflict, known as the First Chechen War, ended with a peace accord in 1996, which, though left behind 120,000 Chechen casualties, was far from the end of all hostilities. 3 years later, in 1999, the Chechens started to launch a series of terrorist attacks that marked the beginning of the Second Chechen War. From the bombing of apartment buildings in Moscow that killed over 300 people to the seizing of a theater in the capital with over 700 hostages, Chechens adopted guerrilla tactics that reached huge scales and clearly sent a message to the Russian government. Throughout the years, these attacks continued. Many of them focused on Russian military or government facilities. However, even though in 2009 Russia ended its anti-terror operations that had been countering Chechens since 1999, the conflict informally persists until today by smaller terrorist and jihadist groups, some even aligned with ISIS. Today, the autonomous region is now firmly under the control of a Russian-appointed leader, Ramzan Kadyrov, enjoying a period of relative stability, but that is criticized by the local media of censorship and its human rights violations. A Muslim himself, Mr. Kadyrov defends his actions by insisting that iron rule is the only way to bring stability to the region. Still, it is undeniable how he closely resembles Putin's own presidential style. Both leaders are fiercely ideological and conservative and have a great emphasis on traditional values and nationalism. But regardless of his personal appeal to the Russian government, Mr. Kadyrov has indeed been successful in retaining the Chechen crisis within its borders, recently defeating a separatist Islamic insurgency and, with the help of federal funding, raising from the ashes a republic once ruined by war. Still, the future of Chechnya is uncertain, and only time will tell if Chechens will actually achieve their long-desired sovereignty. From all perspectives, Russia's geopolitical strength ensured these years of submission, but one thing we can be certain of: the Chechen people will never cease to fight.